And we are back for another Phydeaux Livestream.
Number 32.
Yes. I'm just checking to see the camera is focused. Do we have sound?
I can't believe it's number 32.
Focus. Oh, yep, we have sound. All right. Sorry. But this is not a professional production. I am not a YouTuber. I am a cartoonist. I just happened to put it on YouTube.
That's true.
Chato had a really funny bit where the father leaving his YouTube channel to his son, and wait.
Oh, remind me to catch that later. You said the way you said about it sounded funny. That didn't. Whatever words just came out of my mouth did not make a lot of sense, but it's early.
This progressive soup,
Yeah.
so delicious. Ooh, tender chicken. The anticipation is killing me.
Can I skip this commercial? Of course I can.
Yes, it's fresh as ever. Just progressive soup.
Enjoy your Progresso Soup,
Oh,
everybody.
son, come here and help me set up these lights. Dad, I've decided I don't want to use the first. How are you talking about? Because I don't think it's a real job. It's the job that put food on your table, boy. It's a fine job. A noble job. I saw a video on YouTube the other day where someone actually fixed a car. That wasn't the real job. The real job was him filming it, editing it, and putting it on his channel. That was the real job. I want to go out into the world and experience things. Travel. Bicycle through Ecuador. Sure. As long as you record it. And here's a tip. If you go on the bicycle trip, don't forget to set up your camera on a path, ride back down the hill, and then ride past your. That always looks good. But I don't want to record my life. I just want to live it. I want you to take over my channel when I'm done. I don't want your channel. I want to have a desk job in a cubicle in an office. No, I want a normal job. Are you saying this isn't a normal job? We don't ever see you. You can if you go to my Aquitech channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Stop it! You're doing nothing else but shooting videos and editing them. It's the YouTube algorithm, Dad. We're all slaves to the algorithm. I can't stop or my views will drop and I'll lose RPM. Mother left. When? 3 months ago. Damn. You weren't paying her any attention. I didn't record it. The house is filled with network storage devices. Backups, son. You don't want a repeat of the great data loss. Look, why not try your own commentary channel where you rip off the work of other people, or a reaction channel? Make money.
Kind of what we're doing right now.
Your makeup palettes. Stream games. Woke channel. I hear they're popular. The opportunities are endless. Like, share, and subscribe. I hate that, Dad. You always say that to the cashiers when you're shopping. Hard habit to break, son. But don't you want to inherit my 2.7 million subscribers? No. I met Billy the other day. His dad is the CEO of a pharmaceutical company. I'll bet I make way more money than him. But he comes home and plays with Billy and isn't always talking about a stupid square foot of Scottish bird or that dumb Raid Shadow Legends game. Now, don't you start cussing my sponsor. I'm sure you started your channel for fun and to bring a few extra dollars into the family. But look at you. You're a wreck, addicted to the algorithm. Where's your freedom, Dad? Where's your life? You never even took me out fishing. Do you know how many fishing channels there are? I never get a foothold. No, just fishing. Turning it into a goddamn fishing channel? Sorry, not seeing it. The dream of YouTube was to make people they're crappy jobs. But you're not free, and this has turned into a crappy job. Look, son, I get what you're saying. I haven't taken a day off since you were born. I didn't want you to see me. Well, until I hit 100,000 subscribers. I wanted you to be proud of me. What are you talking about? You're my dad. I didn't see you until I was 6 years old. And that was a big day. Because YouTube sent me my plaque. I live streamed 24 hours straight. It was Christmas Day, Dad. Mr. Beast has more than 100 million subscribers. It's not a race. It's a race for me. Before I started my channel, I was a grocery store bagger. I had no education. I have a learning disability. I can barely read, which is why a tech channel was perfect for me.
I don't remember this going on this long.
The camcorder my daddy used to film my birth. What? Not even a hybrid SLR? No. Couldn't afford one. Now, I'm shooting everything in 8K, and I just wanted you to be proud of me. I am, Dad. I am. And your videos look great. And you can thank Gerald Undone for that. I think I'll go down to the local pick and save and get me a job bagging groceries. Can I borrow your GoPro? Sure, son. Sure.
But we are not here to do a YouTube channel. I spent 0 time editing. None. Wait a minute, I just made that. I just made that white supremacy
What?
white supremacy hand gesture. I mean 0 as in 0 hours. I'm not doing okay. It was nice. That's with this hand. I want to do it with the left. Okay, so no,
Anyway,
I do it the
stop.
wrong hand.
Stop.
But I mean,
Stop.
I spent 0 time editing. Otherwise, I would have just edited that out. Right? Okay.
Anyway.
We're starting Fresh Monday. And I referenced kitchen here for Jane to come in. So we just got that off. I think it was Better Homes and Garden or something. Who knows? Found the vanishing point, which appears to be right where that rolling pin is. That's how I was able to translate that to Jane's kitchen. All I wanted was just a lot of clutter in the background. Never got the bread box, which I really wanted to get in, or the hood from the stove, and the pot filled up. Can't even see. But anyway, I will not give that to the chief colorist because then the chief colorist will think she has the day off. It's all white. So
No, I have to fill in all the white.
so now the chief colorist will make this pink, and that will be gray, and that will be blue. All right.
No, let's say that.
We have Jane on a telephone. I said telephone. We haven't done anything romantic in a long time. Phydeaux and Felicia have been fighting, so I can't leave them alone. Why don't you come over here? Who is she? Whose side is she going to be on? Mine. No fair. There are no sides. We will both hate you equally. So that's the Monday. This requires some erasing so I can get it to the chief colorist. The problem is, where are my erasers?
I do not know.
Usually when something's missing, you look on the floor, but I already cleaned up the floor. So. Oh, well. I hate using these erasers because they always leave black streaks.
Yes, I know. I'm familiar with those
I
black
can't even
streaks.
clean it. Yeah, worst eraser. Okay, that's going in the trash. Worst eraser in the world. And fortunately, I have a whole box of the worst erasers in the world. Yes, never going to be able to open this. So, what have we seen on TV? Oh, we saw Star Trek Picard, or at least one episode of it.
Did you finish the episode? I don't think you finished the episode.
We did not finish the episode, but that's not it was horrible. It wasn't good, but it wasn't horrible. I'm spoiled. I need to binge, and I needed to binge this thing. And
Oh, true, yeah.
after I looked at when I'm only giving us one episode, and all of the pain that I was suffering from watching modern day Star Trek was sort of mounting up, so I had to leave it. I still trust my friends who say it's actually good, so I'm gonna hold out hope. But it still looks like the same old Kurtzman crap. It's dark.
Well, I was kind of passively watching it with him,
Yeah.
and I was actually a little surprised when all of a sudden he just shut off. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, it wasn't terrible, like you said. It was okay.
For what I could see. I mean, there's one scene where he's with his Romulan housekeeper, who I guess now is suddenly his girlfriend. I don't know. Sexy Irish looking girl, and she's going to be in real life maybe 60 years younger than Patrick Stewart. But I guess the way they get away with is Romulan lifespan longer than human lifespans. That's sort of a Star Trek. Well, that's sort of a Star Trek cop-out that like every alien race in the universe seems to live longer than human beings. What the hell? But anyway, where the actress is probably 50 years younger than Patrick Stewart, she has a Romulan probably older than. But anyway, all I could see was Patrick Stewart's bald head. It was so dark. He was just this shadowy figure, and I think they kissed. But don't quote me on that because
You couldn't tell.
remember the Next Generation? Everything was TV studio lighting. You saw everything. You could see the screws that were holding the set together. And if you watched it in HD, because it was filmed originally for regular television, and they never would expect anyone to have
To be able to
to be able to notice the screws.
Yeah, that is an issue with older TV shows. Oh no, now they can see that on my lip. Oh.
So I've got a few criticisms about Picard. Okay, it opens with Beverly Crusher firing a shotgun. I did not know that they had laser shotguns in space. She even had a cocking, and it made that cocking sound.
Well, you have to get the laser in the finger. Use Charles.
And she's going up against the equivalent of a laser AK-47. So it's shooting like a machine gun, making the machine gun sounds, and she's making the shotguns. Come on, people. That's stupid. But I should have. In the old days, I would have stepped out at that point. But then again, I'm listening to Robert Meyer Burnett,
I was just gonna
the
say.
man who should be running Star Trek now. He's an old writer from the system. And he says that Mateos, the guy who's running it now, came up as an intern on Deep Space Nine, etc. He's a long history. So he's supposedly someone who should be running the show. Okay.
And Gary, you know.
All right. Now, I did not see Picard season 2, but I seem to remember the last time we saw 7 to 9, wasn't she some sort of rogue assassin going through space killing people? She took the laser rifle from Jean Luc Picard. Oh, yes, Space Rangers could probably use an extra couple of rifles. And she went immediately down and murdered everybody on the planet. So but now suddenly 7 of 9 is like second officer on the Titan, Riker's old ship, I guess. So
That's the kind of position for it.
well, here's the thing: don't you have to to get that job?
You know, So basically,
Whatever. So suddenly she's second in command on the Titan. Okay, I like Jerry Ryan. Jerry Ryan gave me a lot of inspiration, shall we say, when I was a younger man in that 7 of 9 outfit, in the corset that made her waist like that big. Yeah, with the D cups. Speaking of D cups, I did not make a mistake here. Now, that breast looks larger than that one, right? Well, she's not wearing a bra, and this arm is tight against her side, pushing that breast forward. And this arm, since it's up, the muscle is pulling it up. So that's why that breast is up high.
you know how much time he puts into this strong.
It's very important that I get a woman's breast proper. She's not. And Phydeaux here has got his golf club, holding it back so you can do a backward swing, perhaps. And see, her arm is still up, so that's why she's holding that breast up, and this arm is. So.
It's a breast YouTubers
All right, let's that one almost go to the cheap colors. So I might have to do some texture on Beau's pants, but otherwise that one's very few colors. Okay, here's Tuesday. We're continuing on the date, the romantic evening. Jane is coming over for a romantic evening. I want you two to behave. Okay. And they're all sitting on the couch together. Is this romantic? You keep your hands to yourself. It's going to be a romantic evening, so Dino's out. He's going to the bar. We don't see Dino again until Friday. And when he's at the bar.
Maybe it's going to be Gino who has the romance.
I haven't written that yet.
Just saying.
But I had to re-edit and reorder all of these. This date actually was starting on a Tuesday, and I had a different one for a Monday. And now I don't know what we're going to do with it. It'll probably end up somewhere in next week's comic strip. So we have 7 today rather than our usual 6. So, chief colorist, you see Beau wearing sort of a longer jacket here. I'm thinking this is something like a sweater that you might see like a Frank Sinatra era guy, like Joey Bishop wearing, or it's going to be a kind of a retro look here on Beau.
Boy, you just age yourself.
Well, I used to watch the Joey Bishop show
I know,
on
we watched it.
on one of these cable networks.
No, I don't remember.
I don't know why we watched it. Just because it was like really old, and I've always been a fan of the music of that era. You know, Frank Sinatra, D. Martin, old Rat Pack thing. But what a strange time in America. It was sort of like the early '60s, where everyone was still in 50s mode. The Flower Children hadn't come out yet. All right. So now we have to show how each character here is acting. Jane, of course, is taking her shoes off. Okay, our vantage point is right there. So we're looking down and up, which is why the legs look long. And you would think, but prospectively, they're correct. Just get down low. So Phydeaux is, of course, in his glory. He's over here on Jane's side. Smile. I want to scratch my belly. Look on his face. Felicia is over here on Beau's side, kind of looking suspiciously and down on Phydeaux. She doesn't like to be this close to him. He's pushing her back here and there. Right here. And Beau is looking at his drink, wondering how bad this evening is going to be.
No.
They each got their wine. I gotta finish that. Let me cheat, use a marker here. Do that wine on the couch. All right. So I'm thinking maybe a green sweater on Bo, and a shirt and a tie. Oh, cat little box down there. She's got there's Jane's shoes, and the last panel, Fido sort of leaned back on. Did not want to have Fido's hand on her knee. His elbow is on her knee. Her hand on her knee is sort of a little bit on the creepy side. But the joke is that Fido is innocently creepy, which I'll show later in the week. Fido's innocent creepiness is what breaks up the evening eventually. That sounds good for the microphone. Yeah, it's erasing noise. And cats are when you start patting them, and they'll suddenly decide they've had enough and attack you. So I thought about having to give Felicia a pat, but did not do it because it break up the mess too much. I wanted her sort of leaning against him, and then as if she just noticed she leaned against him. You keep your hands to yourself. She pops away. Bo wasn't touching her. Makes the acting joke better, and Bo's head pops out of the edge of the frame here. Because I think it just looks good. Every once in a while, it's fun to break the frame. The Promethean arch.
Rebel you.
Yes. And maybe the cheap colorist can go in there and clean up the erasers better. Okay, so Tuesday.
I really tried.
Oh, no, you do great.
No,
No,
I
no,
really tried.
don't worry about it. It's the black green pencil. These things throw a lot of dirt on the page. Plus, cartoonists put these creatures on the palm. Okay, Wednesday. Looks like this one was ready for the cheap colorist too. Same group. I had to switch them on the couch. Bo's now on the left. It's, in the comic strip, the person on the left always speaks first. So Felicia says, "Men only want one thing." Yep, dogs are the same. Really? Are you any good at it? Can you make a good sandwich? Fido being innocently inappropriate is the joke of the week. Yeah, I don't think I need to spell out that men only want one thing.
No, you don't need to.
Well, I make my own sandwiches. Wow, you can. There's a film of just dirt that I'm erasing here. The pencil. I think erasing has got to be.
You make all that crazy noise.
Yeah, erasing's got to be the worst thing I do. Like Jane's outfit has disappeared there. I didn't think. Did not think it. Yeah. So what's the thinking here as far as the acting goes? Bo, while he's just ducking under the word blue here, he's sort of leaning against the couch, and Felicia is on the couch. She's behind him. That's why he's leaning forward. That's my thinking as far as body language. It's in sort of hugging onto Jane a little bit here. Jane's got her hand on the couch. She's thinking about, she's also pushed to the edge of the couch. You see Fido's behind her a little bit too. It's like the animals pushing the humans off the couch. And now Jane's moved away and she's trying to get into the conversation. Like, really? She realizes that Fido doesn't know what he's talking about. And now when Fido asks Jane if she's any good at sex, Bo is rolling his eyes and, oh, here we go. he's on his way out of here. Felicia doesn't quite know what he's talking about either. Jane is, of course, feeling very uncomfortable. Also considering an exit. So the joke here is, how an animal will push you off the bed at night, and sort of pushing them off the couch, not only physically but for reasons of social comfort. And the punchline Fido shows his innocence. And you make a sandwich. A sandwich. Correct pronunciation. And that's that joke. We have 3.
3
going to the chief colorist. And let's see. This was going to be the Monday that I decided not to use. I'm going to put it in the back here. So that was Wednesday. So the reason why I didn't use that Monday, which I'll read to you later on, is because on Friday we have to have them ending up in a bar. And when I originally wrote it, I thought perhaps that would be the reason why Jane left, because she's making her, Fido was making her feel uncomfortable, but it wasn't enough. So you really can't see the drawings here, but we'll work on this today. So first base is a kiss, second base is a hug. What's third base? No, second base is patting. No, it's not. When did I score? And Jane, at this point, I'm leaving. And Fido, wait, did I score? And he chases her off. And we have just Alicia and Bo on the couch. You can pat me. Don't tell anyone you made it to second base. So I got to draw one where Jane left. That's what that one is. Sort of in the cuteness. On Friday, Bo and Jane are in the bar where Dino had been with the cat boss. Well, that was interesting. Thanks for meeting me. Sorry about the pets. They didn't follow you, did they? And Fido, there you two are. I didn't know you were moving the romantic evening over here. Let's not tell folks. There's our Friday. We're going to finish inking that. And Saturday is two story. Dino and Fido at the apartment, a mess. Lamp turned over, broken light bulb, shirt over here, the litter box has been spilled, potato chips all over the floor and crumbs on empty plates and sneakers and beer bottle.
Oh, fun.
So plenty of work for the chief colorist.
That's right.
And we'll do the finished penciling on today so you can see them. What are you playing? The new hyper-realistic simulation game. Right now, I'm coming home from work. I'm cleaning the apartment. Fun. This game is so addictive. The whole mess of the apartment. Which is the joke. All right. Well, Friday and Saturday here.
Excuse me, sorry.
Thursday, we're going to work on now. And I'll read you the one that was supposed to be Monday, but we have no idea. This will go sometime next week. Dino and Bo come home. They're taking their jackets off. Dino asks, why do we have a dog? So that someone will be happy to see me when I come home. And Fido, what's up? Why do we have a cat? So that I will not want to stay home all the time. And he's just hacking up a hair ball. Let's send these 3 over to the chief colorist. Fight all the. I can have the dirt and the borders. Those don't
These things.
probably a good idea. Keep your workstation clean, or I will keep tattooing. Keep your station clean.
Oh, I thought
No. The Pixar film Ratatouille, the French woman. who becomes the romantic interest of the queen. Oh, look at this. We're down to our last black wing.
Oh no!
Probably good. Yeah, these things create dust anyway. I mean, I have plenty of black ones. It's just that they're all, well, half sized. All right. Black one's famous for not being erasable. I'm gonna turn on the light. Everyone, watch your eyes. So let's see. Oh, hey, by the way, visit PhydeauxComicStrip.com for all your needs. Now we're gonna have Jane sort of leaning on how would the yeah. There goes the tip. Now the light is flickering. The joke here is that the dog and cat have to make it socially uncomfortable. It's like, okay, I'm up, sort of thing. Let's see. She'd be pushing her hip back because she's got her hand up there. Jane's hair has always been a problem because I never really thought it through. Drew her in the old style of comic strip.
Mm-hmm.
With everyone's hair sort of has to have those hash marks on it. And we've very rarely have ever seen Jane's ear. There's a brief appearance of her ear, which actually shows up in Monday's strip a little bit too, because she's got her hair tied up. And I wanted her to look as frumpy as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Monday's strip. Frumpy, yet still sexy. So we, right there in the left panel, first view of Jane's ear ever. Oh, and something else we have. I mentioned this to the chief colorist when I. This is probably the first time these guys have ever been kind of in a close embrace. I've never really given them the romantic image. So they got it right there. But she doesn't move. It's him who moves over to her.
It's like you are behind me, hug me. Oh.
A little bit of, well, some thought behind the character. To explain. Now I got to remember that I gave her a flowered dress, and I got to. The reason why I take that back, well, I guess I got to figure out where the flowers are for continuity reasons. Now, since she's got this arm up here, this breast is risen a little bit, and that one should get out.
Isn't that breast?
Yeah, well, see,
Okay.
because of the muscle, we still got a rising, and this one can droop a bit more, but a little more of a classic putty titty.
Demonetized.
Well, at least there's no doubt as to what my focus is here.
Mhm.
And let's see. Yeah, okay, her arm is going to come forward. So her arm will be in front of Phydeaux here. Any amount of jostling that he does here is going to spill her drink. Add to the uncomfortableness of the situation. They're all sort of crowded here on the couch. It's a little bit too thick for her leg. There we go. Dress is just barely showing a little bit of knee. Now, let's see. I remember flower here on the. Yeah, there's one flower there on the. Just gonna mark them out where they are. Something there, something there. Flower there. One behind the cup. So open there. Okay, that's where the flowers went. Where did all the flowers? So we saw Clarkson's farm.
I love Jeremy.
You like old men, you know,
No,
which is shocking because I'm so young.
yeah. For sure. More intelligent, yeah.
Okay, so I think Clarkson's looking for trouble.
Oh yeah, Jeremy Clarkson was for trouble.
But it must suck to have to do business in the UK. I mean, Jesus,
I don't know how we were talking about this when we were watching. I don't know how they get anything done. Literally, every time he turned around, there was some kind of regulation or some sort of form he had to fill out. He was moving dirt from one spot of his land to another spot, and he does. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And dirt, and he had to file. I forget what he called it, but essentially, he had to file with the county to make sure that it's tested that that dirt is not contaminated in his own place. So he moved it from one part of his farm to another part of his farm. He's not bringing it out to the world. He's
Not adding oil to it.
but even if he was, well, not oil. I mean, you know, like how is that something you need to?
And he's got problems with badgers killing his chickens,
Oh yeah, that's,
and or maybe giving cows tuberculosis. You can't kill the badgers.
you can't even go near them. You can't even displace them. You can't even like change their environment in any way, shape, or form.
Okay, my friend, might like some night go out with a gun and kill them. What would happen to my friend? Oh, 12 months in jail, $5,000 fine.
So the badgers are like literally responsible for the deaths of half of one woman's entire
Dairy cows.
livestock. Yeah,
Dairy cows. Yeah.
dairy cows. And you can't do anything to the badger. So, okay.
So then they come up
I
with,
mean, I'm not saying kill the badger. You can't even displace the badger.
so they come up with a program where they're going to test the badgers for this disease. But what you have to do is find one who's died of natural causes or is hit by a car, roadkill on the side of the road. So I'm thinking, I can already tell the gears are turning in Jerry's mind. Get that Aston Martin that he pimped up for Africa with all the big fenders and bumpers, and you go badger hunting.
Just to keep them saying like the roadkill needs to be.
Yeah.
And you can see Jeremy Clarkson like wheels spinning. But then she looked at him like, no. Bad Jeremy, go there. But honestly, it's insanity. And it looks like he's trying to help. I mean, he's got money, he has resources, he has the ability to,
Open restaurants and do that.
Yeah.
He's doing everything from brewing his own beer from the wheat that he grows and barley that he grows. Bees for honey.
Now, see, this is where, I mean, yes, he is what you're saying he's doing. However, what he's doing, actually, that needs to be played up a little bit more, is he's giving work to people around him.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't actually brew his own beer.
Yeah,
No. But what I'm saying is he provided a local with, you know, the hops and such, and he created it with them. When he opened the restaurant, he can't supply the restaurant fully because he doesn't grow things like potatoes. He doesn't have anything else except beef. So he had a chicken farmer who supplied chickens. He had land and all that stuff. So he was trying to get them. So I mean, we have other people around him. You know, I'm not saying he's completely altruistic with it, but what the heck? My computer says they blocked a risky connection.
Probably me. With Brexit, they're not getting these farm welfare bills that they used to get. And well, the UK hasn't fixed the situation yet. What's happening is the EU is still subsidizing their own farmers, so their own farmers can sell stuff to British people for less money, driving down the earnings of the British farmer, who's not getting a penny anymore. So they're saying, well, you've got to be more entrepreneurial, open restaurants and that. That's what Clark's is trying to do, and they're stopping him at every avenue.
I know, that's what I mean. It's like they're telling them to do this, but then they're stopping them from doing it. And again, he has the resources. If he didn't get his restaurant open, not a huge deal. You know what I mean? I want him to make money.
But his neighbors are going out of business.
What?
His neighbors are going out of business.
Yes, his neighbors are going out of business. Exactly. And he says that too. It's not like he's like, I'm a poor man who, you know, they won't do this for me. He's not playing that card at all. He's just saying, I won't do this. My neighbor lost half of her cattle, blah, blah, blah. I would most definitely, if I ever make it to England, visit that place. It's still around.
Oh, that town is going to close. It's trying to close.
If they let it go, it would just be fine. You would become part of the neighborhood, but they're creating such an issue with that.
It's like the entire UK is sort of like Cambridge. You can't get anything done in that town because no one will let it. Not in my backyard. Running amok. It does come a point where when you have to just tell these people to shut up, go away.
You know,
But that's not happening.
it's so funny that we know so much about Cambridge when we live in Washington State. Is that where we speak? I mean,
Well, the people of Cambridge are notorious assholes. So yeah, of course we know so much about them.
despite not living anywhere near
I back in the days when I was a carpenter, I did a lot of work in Cambridge. Some of the craziest people in the world, and I don't mean good crazy, live in that town, in the city.
They're not so much crazy. They're just different. They're just their own little world. They're in their own space.
One of my customers was a bipolar psychiatrist. Not that he treated people with bipolar problems. He himself. So one day he'd be a great funny guy, and the next day he's
Well, you know what? Sometimes it's better. You can't give your transparency.
yeah. It was explained to me that sometimes these people take so much in that they go crazy themselves.
Yeah, that seems probable. I don't think I'd want to sit and listen to people bitch all day long.
Well, I can't see anyone getting into that trade who wasn't predisposed to that sort of problem. I mean, how many eye doctors have you seen with glasses? How many? How many cartoonists have you seen who can't draw?
Yes, wait. No, you know what? No, don't. No, never mind, don't. So after all or nothing,
They're really into that.
on an entirely different subject.
Yeah.
It's actually quite beautiful in this apartment right now.
What do you mean?
With the windows open and just a light breeze.
Oh.
Very nice in here.
Well, I think winter is over. At least Mr.
I know
Ground.
you just cleared it over.
Well, Mr. Groundhog declared it over.
I couldn't tell you.
I remember back in the day, I actually used to watch that whole Punxsutawney.
I never watched it, but I know. Like I used to hear about it. And ironically, it's probably just like 2 sentences of not even, probably one word of a search. And I know it sounded.
It was back in the days when we actually had broadcast television. The neighborhood networks were always, for the fun of it, run live Punxsutawney. Let's see how Phil is. This weather report, the whole Bill Murray Groundhog. And I just don't have broadcast television anymore.
I know.
And I guess that's the only thing we miss, really. Groundhog Day.
And you know what? Maybe I'm too old for the internet, which I never thought I'd say that, but I was trying to find out the other day why there were so many police officers
And
and helicopters around us. I mean, it was crazy. We were like an hour. And I tried finding something on TV, and that had to have been breaking news because it was like a crazy amount of people surrounding the thing. I couldn't find it anywhere. I typed in breaking news, I typed in I typed in all this kind of crap. Couldn't find it.
What was it?
It was a large house fire.
Where?
Remember you said you saw a bunch of people from other,
Well,
a bunch of,
I saw fire engines coming, like 4 or 5 times away. So
I know.
it had to be a multiple alarmer. And there were helicopters just hovering.
That's what I was hearing. I was hearing all the fire engines and all the distractions or whatever, like car. I was hearing a lot. It actually wasn't too far. But in fact, I'm surprised we didn't see, or I didn't see you were out. I'm surprised I didn't see any smoke, because then I would have known what it was. Yeah, it took me forever to find out. It's probably like something you can sign up for. That's either free or you.
Local news?
No, Charles, I looked for that.
No, I'm saying. It gives you a local news that we used to get for free on broadcast television.
Yeah, I know. I did find a channel. It happened to be around 12 o'clock, too. And I did find a channel that was local news.
Didn't they used to do something called the 12 o'clock news?
It was. I haven't answered that yet. And I talked about it, like, one of those, like, like, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? Well, no, it's past Valentine's Day. But anyway. There was something else on my mind that day, and they did not interrupt it with fire.
I wonder what the poor people in California are doing, because they used to always get their prices right interrupted by some car chase.
They should just have a car chase channel. They probably do.
Yeah, I think that's on YouTube.
No, there's probably probably live car chase.
Well, actually, we just did the video game simulation thereof with Bay Area
I know.
Cat and Bear Bugs, a bunch of other people. They played the Grand Theft Auto 5 game, and they play it like they're real policemen. They're completely serious, completely unironic. They have they go by actual laws and rules. And you think this is Grand Theft Auto, you expect everyone's shooting everybody, No, they're actually doing good police work.
I put you over for speeding.
License and registration.
Okay, everything seems to check out. So
Have a nice day, sir.
Yes.
Wait a minute, this is Grand Theft Auto. I beating you and carjacking someone in the escape.
Whatever is the process, we just need to know the process. And then it'll be with Grand Theft Auto. You haven't mentioned anything about watching Harry Potter.
Oh, the Harry Potter video game.
The Harry Potter video game.
Yes, X-Ray Girl has finished ahead of Az, which I would have never done. I thought Az would be a all-night patriot. Power through the game. But no, she beat him. I still say Az from Heels versus Babyface is the better player. But I have to give it to X-Ray Girl for the dedication to her duty.
Looks like it's a decent game. I mean, I'm still not buying any kind of.
I don't have time for video games.
No, I know, but even so.
I just watch other people play it online.
I know. I'm not actually going to do it. Passively watch.
How strange is that? I'm not going to play a game. I'm going to watch someone else play the game. I guess there's no difference to like baseball or basketball or football. You know, you're not actually playing that game. I would never play football. I don't want to get hurt. I'm not getting good at it. And I can watch someone who's better at it than I am. It's a movie. I'm there for the storyline.
Well, you never
I think the
experience watching like a child play or do anything either. You never went.
Oh yeah, I know about that.
Yeah.
No, but I think the first video game that I noticed had a storyline. Wing Commander had Mark Hamill. That's the main character, and more or less he's just walking from room to room to room. But there was a story behind it. I played the game for a story.
I used to play a lot in like the arcades, but I never did a lot of it at home. Like we go to the local place around here that has arcades and skee ball and all that stuff. We do that a lot, but I never really got into doing the whole gaming thing. I mean, I had Nintendo, but that's just because I was the spoiled only child. But,
Well, we have an emulator that gives us all the Nintendo and early games.
I know we
It cost $50. It was one of those.
I'm just saying, just have
Well, and what killed it is the inability to save my progress.
Is that what you're playing? I didn't even
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
Is that the thing that we used to play, that one game that just kept restarting when you.
Yeah.
That was annoying as hell.
Right.
And it wasn't like it would start at a different place, like where it would always start at the very.
And I had the feeling that there was something in there that could help you save your progress. And it was. Again, I don't have time for games. I'm drawing a comic strip.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, goodness sakes, if I had time, I would edit this.
Oh, Jane's hair has gotten very, very long.
Well, I did mention Crystal Gale effect. I really don't know how longer better off with a ponytail. Yeah, with a ponytail, the hair is like the shoulder length. But now,
Well, I almost
what is that? Monday or Tuesday?
Monday.
Yeah. Let's just give this to the audience. Pass over here.
Missed that.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute, that's part of the no, that's not part of the couch. That's her hair.
I think we brought her hair down to the couch level here, so that's almost Crystal Gale level. It's
Again,
down around titty level now.
Aging yourself. Mention in the comments if you have any idea
I
what
was-
Crystal Gale is.
I was 6 years old when I saw Crystal Gale on television with the long hair.
Doesn't matter.
It said, "Mommy, why does that woman have such long hair?" That's what she's famous for, son. Can I get a girl with long hair, Daddy? Only when you can afford her.
Yeah, you should not have it. Did you really? Wow. Well, my hair got down to my lower back at one point, but
Well, we hacked that off.
yeah, I know. That was COVID hair. I hadn't got me cutting the lawn one time.
Here, let's see. I guess the sweater's here. That would be his tie somewhere back there. Sure. Oh, there we go. We got Thursday pencil.
Oh my God, you started sniffling that stuff.
I'm gonna go through. Today's ale is Partake IPA. Non-alcoholic beer is up 19%. You're welcome. Partake IPA balances citrusy hops with a subtle malt backbone. It's light, bubbly body and dry finish, making an all-day sipper that packs an incredible flavor.
Does it?
And so it says. So another little note for the people who designed this can. That text just a little bit bigger. See, you got plenty of. Look at all the whites. You can.
Oh, dearest. Are we going to show our teeth yet again?
I'm hoping to get a call back from Jim Cook about my complaints about his cans. Jim Cook runs Sam Adams beer.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll get a correspondence cease and desist.
Yeah, that is. Oh, that's got a
Yeah.
dry. Well, dry finish. Very hoppy. Kind of got a rusty nail flavor to it. That's the hops.
Mhm.
Yes. I'm a beer fan. But friends do not allow friends to cartoon drunk. Let me see what we got here on the board. Oh, first I need fire. So we have the non-alcoholic beer and the non-nicotine tobacco.
Really? It's not nicotine.
No, it's not.
I didn't think so.
There's no
I
such.
almost have to for a second. I'm like, they make such a thing?
There's no such thing.
I know, but yeah. Put something like that out. Like, what is it's so ridiculous.
Well, they cigarette companies used to draw little holes in the filter so that it would defeat the nicotine measure machine. So therefore, they could say that their cigarettes had less nicotine in them. Less tar, I think, was the measurement at the time. But it was a big con. They had the holes usually where most smokers put their fingers so they could block the cigarette holes. And my mother, even at one point, when she was smoking, she would smoke Carltons because Carltons were lowest. She'd put tape around the holes.
How do you smoke with tape around a hole, though?
Well, the hole was sort of in the filter, so you tape around the outside. If that's your cigarette, you tape around the outside of the cigarette.
I know, but tape wouldn't
Scotch
melt.
tape. No. Well, it never got to the hot part of the cigarette, Vicky. The filters generally stay cold.
Don't say that.
The filters generally stay cold because you don't want to burn the filters, because the filters are made out of fiberglass.
Wait, what?
The filters are made out of fiberglass. And cigarettes.
Yeah, but don't.
What?
I guess I'm not unfamiliar with cigarettes.
You've actually, oh, poor sweet girl. You've actually never seen a cigarette in your, have you? Okay. She's never filled the gas tanks. I used to visit her. She had a pony. Now she's never seen a cigarette.
I've seen cigarettes, but I have no idea. I thought they burned all the way down to the end.
Cigarettes without filters, yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess I've never seen a filtered cigarette.
Yeah. You only smoked the straights.
I've never smoked cigarettes.
Vicky and her Lucky Strikes. But those cancer sticks were called that because they weren't made with, well, they were made with tobacco, but they weren't really tobacco. They made a tobacco wine that they would infuse inside what was left of the scrapings, and that's how they made that particular flavor for each cigarette. And then they put it in a fiberglass filter, which everyone knows fiberglass is really good for the lungs.
Why is it we sniffle when this starts? What in the heck?
I had made the notice this morning. Oh wow, we finally have no sniffles today. This is good. Right. Dino in his biker jacket, even though he doesn't drive a bike.
Do you drive a bike?
Motorcycle.
I know, but I don't think usually people say ride.
Yeah, you're probably right there.
No, I'm not. It's not right or wrong. It's just when you said drive a bike, it just didn't sound right.
Yeah, no, it's ride, but yeah.
But it shouldn't really be ride either because you are driving it. I'm getting a little too bogged down by this right now.
No, that's fine.
Taking up headspace.
All right, then sneakers. I finally got myself a pair of big boy boots for the winter. Well, the winter's over.
You never said you wanted them. I would have had them here.
Again, it's sort of like Dino in his jacket. It's not out of poverty or just.
I know.
I haven't gotten around to doing it. I just want to draw a comic strip. I don't want to go shopping for shoes.
You would have had to.
We literally did it. We went online, pointed, give me that one. It came in the mail, and I threw them on my feet. That's it. It came in the mail rather quickly.
That's the shopping.
It came in the mail rather quickly too.
I know. Didn't it say it was going to come like in 5 or 6 weeks or something?
Yeah.
No, what came quickly was the flipping Walmart order.
Yeah, Walmart's
Supposedly
trying.
shipped- yeah.
Walmart's trying really hard to compete with Amazon.
Yeah.
You can see the desperation.
But Walmart is not cheap.
Nope.
I don't know why people. I mean, maybe the products are cheap. But the actual prices are not cheap.
No, they're probably the most expensive place in town.
They're amongst them. I guess Target's more expensive, but we
Never shop at Target. Well, I won't shop at Target because many years ago, during a Christmas time, they had a problem where someone stole their credit card and ATM card files, and they kept it secret until after the holiday, so it wouldn't hurt their sales.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
It's like Fuck you. I'm never doing business with you again. I have long memories for shit like that. I can forget what they did to Jean Luc Picard, turning him into a robot. I can forget what they did with Luke Skywalker, maybe. Turning
don't forget that.
Turning him into a hermit pussy, maybe. But I won't forget that Target screwed over its customers.
That has been, except for about a year, that's been long forgotten, which I don't understand.
That might have happened as much as 20 years ago.
I would give you that, except it did happen while you and I were together.
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, although, to be honest with you, you realize that this is 2023, and we met in 2003.
Did we?
We did.
How do women remember shit like that?
Because we pay attention.
Oh.
Granted, it was the end of 2003. So, yeah, we haven't reached 20 years just yet.
20 of the best years of my life. What's Dino looking at here? Oh, yeah, he's looking at Phydeaux. So you can draw a straight line, Phydeaux to Dino's eyes, so you know what he's looking at.
In case anybody cares about our meet cute story, Charles was the gentleman who fixed the ceiling in my condo.
That was back when I was a handsome carpenter.
Oh, now you just say handsome cartoonist.
Oh. When you gonna learn editing software? I don't know. I don't think I ever will. I'm not here to run a YouTube channel.
You're just here to make yourself happy.
Yes. Make me happy. So, according to research, if we do research on these YouTube things, I should keep this thing to within like an hour and a half.
Oh, really?
Really? Yeah. Going over that period of time does not show any significant increase in the algorithm.
Okay. Now that you say it, a lot of the people that I watch who do longer YouTube videos, like the true crime things and regular media, they are all like pretty much under an hour and a half.
Only guys like Az playing video games go on for 12 hours. Mahler did an 8-hour comprehensive review of
a 2-hour movie.
Of a 2-hour movie, Doctor Strange.
Actually, that might have been a 3-hour movie, but still.
Lately, they're doing that, but yeah. You talk about going up one side and down the other. Mahler handled it. I survived Mahler's 8-hour.
Yeah, he should have a t-shirt.
Doctor Strange.
I survived Mahler's 8-hour Doctor Strange review.
And he convinced me that, yeah, that probably was the worst film of the MCU. But I still don't think Captain Marvel was any good. I still don't think Black Panther was any good. I hear that, I'm not going to ever watch it, that the new Ant-Man film isn't any good. And I did see the Doctor Strange film, and yeah, it wasn't any good, but it wasn't the worst. I actually like Benjamin Cumberbatch more than I do nearly any other of the actors.
Thunder Jink Super Patch?
Yeah, Thunder Cockroach. Yeah, anyway, of all the actors who played Sherlock Holmes, he's one of the best. It seems that.
Hey, Robert Downey Jr. played Sherlock Holmes.
Yes, I know.
But
with a funky accent. Wasn't as bad as his British accent wasn't as bad as the guy who did Robin Hood and Kevin Costner. Yeah, Kevin Costner is about to torpedo his career again. He's going to leave that show he's on.
Well, Yellowstone. He
Yellowstone.
likes that.
Yeah,
He enjoys.
he enjoys torpedoing his career.
Yeah.
But they will reset with Matthew McConaughey. No one will notice the difference.
I like Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, sure. All right. Yeah.
I didn't think about him one way or another, like when he was actually like more popular than he is now. But
he's perfect for that role.
oh yeah, he could do it definitely.
You know who I'd also like to see somewhere in that TV show?
Who?
I don't know the actor's name, but he played Sawyer on Lost.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean.
And he it's like I thought he was going to be a big star. He effing appeared.
He was on some show that we watched, like I think it was called.
Oh my God, he was on that show. He was on Yellowstone. He played a real estate developer guy. I remember now because he was fishing.
Oh
He was
my
flying.
God,
He was on that show.
Wow.
I can't.
That was pretty sad.
That was pretty sad. Yeah, that's a senior moment.
But he also. Oh no, maybe it's my senior moment. Maybe you knew he was on it.
Yeah. So I was thinking of him.
Yeah, you were thinking about it. You were picturing him on it and enjoying it. Did
Yeah.
you remember
Say,
that?
that's Sawyer. I remember him. You know,
You didn't remember that as, he actually was on it. You just thought of it as, something you wanted to happen.
Yeah, he played like a villain character.
Yeah.
Who would think that Sawyer could play a villain?
But no, he was on, like, a reoccurring thing.
Yeah, Lost.
No, Charles. Give me a second. I'm trying to pick it up on my computer, but my computer's being slow. I think it was called Colony, and it probably ran for like 2-3 years. He was the star of that. I tried to watch it. I didn't really get into it.
If I was saying, sup.
What?
Not quite what's up, but sup. With that.
So the obnoxious way.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
That's someone you want to come home to. Where's my fire?
Fire.
Amidst billowing clouds of fragrant, aromatic tobacco smoke, we have out of the comic strip one romantic evening. Today doesn't really qualify. Usually on like a rainy or snowy day where we just decide we're not really going to get anything done, I'll call cuddle day. And the wife and I will just cuddle all day long.
I know. It's kind of sweet.
Yeah. I'm sweet like that.
I know. Or maybe you just like cuddling with me.
Maybe I just need to sleep.
Maybe you just like cuddling with me.
Oh, yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, no, that's it. Yeah. All right. Bo's beer is drawn. Cheers, Bo. Gee, I think that's my stomach growling. Hope the camera didn't pick that up. You've got mail. Yes, I still have an AOL mail account. And it doesn't say you've got mail anymore. I miss that.
But it does do that. Shh. Boom, boom, boom.
No, it doesn't do that either.
I know.
Yeah, it used to say you've got mail. I don't remember hearing that. And I think I access it through different browsers. That's probably why. At one time, AOL itself used to be a browser.
And they used to bring in ice as one big chunk that you could put in your refrigerator.
We used to do all our instant messaging through the AOL Messenger. Remember? We played chess
Yes, we did.
over AOL Instant Messenger.
Oh, how adorable. 20 years ago.
200 years ago, way back in the pioneering days. Dino's got a black t-shirt, so I'll just X this out. Tell me it's going to be black. These Chuck Taylor sneakers. Converse Chuck Taylor sneakers. Another Massachusetts product. And I'm not really happy with how the cat is hacking up the hairball there. When I drew it, I was trying to make it not look like Bill the cat from Bloom County.
Oh, yeah.
So I put
No, that's a wretched looking cat.
Yeah, well, Bill's sitting position is usually almost like a perfect split. So I put the let's see, I put the cat's legs closer together here, so he's just sort of hacking forward.
Yes, I had to restart my computer again.
I wasn't thinking of Bill the cat whatsoever when I created Felicia.
Looks not. Bill the cat's too emancipated and ugly looking.
No, he was meant to be like the anti-Garfield.
I know.
That was the original joke. Mr. Breathed would never merchandise any Bill the cat products because that was probably would kill the joke, because that was part of the joke that they were trying to merchandise him. But I will gladly merchandise Felicia. Plushie dolls. I think you need a Felicia tote bag for this year's school, for the school year this year. A Phydeaux and Felicia tote bag. I'm going to draw Bo's hand here. Let's see. I guess he's on the couch. Yeah, that's pretty simple. The thumb would be there. Yeah. All right. That kind of works. And one knee there, one knee there. And I'm just going to write in H-A-C-K. Now, let's sharpen a pencil here to work on Felicia. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to have her look like. Erase the rug in the background there. All right. Well, we'll start with Felicia's nose. It's square. And since she's hacking, her cheeks are bulging out a bit. Eyes closed. And let's put the paws into little fists. I guess that kind of works. So Bo's shoe will disappear. She's not quite coughing up the hairball on his shoe, which probably should be.
How considered.
Which, well, she probably should be doing that, but I didn't lay it out properly. That's the cartoonist's fault. She's just hacking it up on the rug.
What did I do?
Felicia is just hacking up a hairball on the rug. I wasn't talking about you. All right. Well, let's finish off our beer and just about finish off the broadcast. Okay. I'm going to give this Monday shirt back to the chief colorist. Here, you may get to work.
Okay.
I won't give you this reference that I used from Better Homes and Garden for the kitchen, because that might influence you from coloring it.
You know what? Better than what?
What do you mean?
No, better. Homes and Gardens. Better than what?
Well, the magazine is showing you what better homes and gardens look like, better than yours.
Oh,
It's a magazine to make you feel bad about your life.
okay. No, I got it now. Better than yours. Okay. All right. Friday, I need to ink the back. This requires a lot of background inking. Yeah, probably not going to get into the inking today. Because my stomach is growling. So, thank you for joining us for this broadcast. Join us next week, same time. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I never have any idea. Usually by Tuesday, I have an entire week worth of comic strips on the desk. But you'll probably see this one next week. You are letting your Phydeaux fan down.
What do you mean?
Giving her the previous lead.
Oh, yeah. If you go to the website, PhydeauxFans.blogspot.com, you can see these things about almost a week ahead of time. If I get off my ass and film them. Again, I'm a cartoonist. I'm not a cameraman. I'm not a YouTube personality. I just want to write and draw a comic strip.
But you are a husband.
But I have to get it out there to the world. So that's why I'm here. Because it makes me happy. And why are we here?
To make you happy.
And on that note,
Good night.
yeah, good night.